Welcome back, my beautiful friends. You're listening to A Moment of Zen right here on 710 WOR, the voice of New York. I'm your host, Zen Sands. Up next in our Business and Buzz segment brought to us by Revere Securities, we're featuring Jay and Lina Noland, and we are chatting about life coaching and if there is a science to getting rich. Now, the coaching industry is tremendous. 71,000 life coaches based in 161 countries worldwide. Life coaching is the second fastest growing industry in the US, and there are close to 24,000 coaching practitioners in North America alone. Now, the estimated global revenue from coaching in 2019 was close to $2.9 billion overall. But a search for coaches on LinkedIn brought in over 6.5 million results in 2021. Now, Jay Noland is an accomplished entrepreneur and coach who has dedicated his life to helping others become successful in life and grow their business. And as a former professional baseball player for the San Diego Padres, the Colorado Rockies, and the Seattle Mariners, he naturally injects extreme discipline and focus, leading his clients to their success. Now, Jay turned into a businessman extraordinaire with an unparalleled gift of connecting with people, and for that reason. He's also a loving husband, a father, and a philanthropist supporting organizations that help women who have been victims of domestic abuse, even trafficking, and orphans in Kenya, Africa, that he greatly supports. He is here today with his amazing wife, Lina, a powerhouse Latina born and raised in Colombia. She's an amazing entrepreneur, and she is passionately involved in their businesses she owns together with her husband. They are the proud founders of mypublishing.com, currently promoting a 100-year-old book that claims that it can change your life forever, The Science of Getting Rich. Now, in 1910, Wallace Wattles originally wrote The Science of Getting Rich, where he explains all a person needs to know to go from poverty and obscurity to wealth. Quote, the very best thing you can do for the whole world is to make the most of yourself. That's what he said himself. Welcome to the show, superstars.
Oh man, we're so glad to be here. Hey, Zen.
Jay, so happy to talk to you, and I'm so excited that you brought your beautiful wife with you. I can't wait to really dive right into the secrets to what your successes have been. Let's start off. Can you tell us a little bit about what brought you to this particular career path after being a professional athlete?
Well, I wanted to transfer the disciplines into something that could reward me like it was being a professional athlete. And one thing then I found is that when I played professional baseball, I couldn't bring my family and friends down on the field with me, no matter how much I wanted to. And so when I got and decided to become an entrepreneur, I realized the power of owning a business, but the interaction with the people that you have. And the people you can bring on the journey, not just your staff, but even like with your customers, your clients, you're deeply involved. So it's a lot different than when I played professional baseball, where he was kind of like isolated. So what I decided to do was I said, let me find something that drives me. And it took me, just a few months to kind of get my teeth sunk into what I was passionate about. And it was marketing, it was business, and it was people. And I've been loving it for almost 27 years.
Oh, you're really good at it. So keep doing it. God bless you. Lina, how are you, my beautiful?
Oh, thank you so much. I'm doing amazing, like every single day. So excited to be with you here.
Thank you. Well, you are a successful business leader. Which attributes do you think were the most instrumental to you and to your husband's success?
I think part of the success is when you go down, when you touch bottom, but you keep that positivity and you keep strong and you just look up. Because those hard moments in life that make you stronger. And we believe part of our philosophy is that if you build strong people, you're able to do anything, no matter what. People can take you everything from your hands, from your life, but if everything that you have here, nobody can take it away from you. So if you are you have a strong mindset, you can build anything. And I learned that from my dad too. I grew up in a family where my dad is an entrepreneur. He built his own business from nothing, and now he's one of the most recognized business in Colombia. So I think, I had it in my blood, and we, with my husband, pretty much we put it together into being a strong mindset people.
I love it. I love it. You definitely do have that strong Colombian mindset. So Jay, you got your hands full there.
Absolutely.
Okay, talk to me, Jay. Talk to me about this notion quoted on one of your websites. There is a science of getting rich. It is an exact science like algebra or arithmetic. There are certain laws which govern the process of acquiring riches. And once a person learns and obeys these laws, they will get rich with mathematical certainty. So, no matter one's circumstances, this book claims that one can achieve a rich and happy life, becoming creators by aligning ourselves with natural laws and working as one with the universal mind. Talk to me about this notion.
You know, Rhonda Byrne, the author and founder of The Secret, that just took the world by storm. I got an opportunity to hear an interview that she did last year. Now, I was always a major fan of Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, written in 1937. Rhonda Byrne talked about this 1910 book that she read right when one of her parents had died. She was $2 million down in her business. She was sick. She was about to have an emotional breakdown, and one of her adult daughters handed her this old copy of a book. It was called The Science of Getting Rich. She read it in 90 minutes, she said. She said within 90 minutes, it changed her life, and it inspired her to create The Secret. So then this was so, I could just feel her energy that I was like, man, I keep hearing about this book. Let me go read it. So when I read it, after 2 chapters, I knew that I wanted to go not just read it, but teach it. And then after 4 chapters, I was like, I've got to republish it with our publishing company, because the language in 1910 was more masculine. You know, when a man does this, when a man does that. It wasn't that they were excluding women, but it was like the language. But I said, if I could take the masculinity out of it, instead of when a man does this, put when a person does this.
Yeah. And
so they don't have any conflict. I didn't want any women around the globe to have any conflict when reading this book. So that's why we did it. And so the mathematical certainty that he's talking about goes all the way back to creation, that he says there's a thinking stuff, an energy that creates all things, which in its original state permeates, penetrates, and fills the inner spaces of the entire universe. So Wallace Wattles teaches that everything you see is interconnected. And it's impossible to have a thought and that thought not turn into a thing. That's why we got to be careful about how we think. Yeah. And so if you think just the right way and you impress that on the right energy, it's just like planting a seed in the ground. That seed is going to try to come up and become the most it can be, and without any guilt. And so there's a lot of principles there that we can really hammer in on, but that's like the basis of it.
Wow. I got chills. Brother. I got chills. It's just the concepts. It's everything that I live by anyhow. I would love to read it so I can have my own validation. But, you know, it's not like you rewrote the wheel here. It's just, you're just teaching how to spin it, right? So I love it that you discovered this book and dusted it off. Lina, your husband has authored a book himself called 365 Quotes to Make You Better. Can you share your favorite life lesson?
Well, you know, with this book, I just love it because the way this book started, for many years, every single day, he just posts a quote, whatever has happened during the day, or just to inspire somebody. And in 2020, when, you know, the virus come and, you know, it was so much going on out there, we was just thinking, how can we pour into people? And it come into an idea of why we don't grab all those quotes that you have posted on social media and we put them in a book where everybody can open that book in any day and just learn from that quote. And I even have it in my closet, because that's where like the closet is like where it's like my own space. You know, we have kids and, you know, the family and everything. So every morning I just open that book and I read any quote. And I think the quote that changed me the most is when he talks about you have to have a good day no matter what. So when we wake up and, you know, life is going to be lifing on us no matter what, we cannot change that. And it's the way we overcome things, the way we see things. If we stay happy, if we stay positive, things, you know, it's always going to rain, but the sun is going to come out.
That's right.
I love that book because any day you just open it and it doesn't matter what is happening in the life. It's like if that quote is talking to you.
There
So
you go. Words on a page coming alive. Well said. Well said.
yes.
You know, I live by two quotes that I really, really love. I don't know if they're part of your book, but I can't wait to read your book. Mine is "Chin up or the crown falls," and go where there is no path, and of course, leave a trail.
I love it.
Yeah. So Jay, as co-founder of the Noland Family Foundation, you currently sponsor hundreds of orphans internationally. Talk to me about the program and how can people get involved?
But you know,
You have about 2 minutes.
Okay, so let me tell you, this is like one of my passions. In 2010, I found out about an orphanage school in Kenya, Africa, that had a lot of orphans that needed help and assistance. So what I decided to do was attach my company. And every time we do a sale, we take a piece of that, and then we would impact and help out these orphans. And, you know, first it was like 10, 20, 30, and all of a sudden it was 100 and 200. And it's been as much as 370 kids. Now, with the pandemic and everything that's went on, it's been challenging the last couple of years. And we've had some issues that happened with some sudden losses because of the virus globally, because the care internationally is a little bit, you know, as far as the standard in some of these third world countries. But here's the key. We've been able to help not only in Kenya, we've been able to do things in South America, in Colombia, and then also here in the United States of America with battered women and children. We've been able to impact these organizations. So at the heart of it, my whole philosophy is let's change lives while making money. And so I believe they go hand in hand. And so I want to encourage people that if you want to know how to be able to do it, we've got hands-on. So if you reach out to us on social media, myself, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, easy to find. My wife the same way. We can show you how to make money while also making an impact.
And that's key, because I always said, you know, the higher the rise, the greater the fall. If you rise too quickly with not giving back and balancing out, not just your wealth, but everything that you're receiving in some way, to just output it back, to balance it all out, it's never going to be right. There's always going to be the risk of it, you know, disappearing just as fast as it came.
Right.
But if you do things methodically, if you do things on a community level, if you do things knowing that you're doing something to make a change and really pave the way for our children and our generation, then the sky's the limit. So we're out of time. I want to thank you both so much for coming on. What an enlightening segment. You guys are inspirational, not only to the world and by the literature that you're writing and putting out there, but I'm sure to the very family ecosystem that you have amongst yourselves. So congratulations on all your success.
We really appreciate you having us, and can't wait to collaborate some more in your station. What a wonderful blessing to have someone like you out there on the front lines, helping and impacting people.
Guys, you definitely have to check them out. Go on their website, xpmentor.com. Also, The Science of Getting Rich, getsogr.com. And you can follow them on the gram at jnolandnow and at link ANYOMA. Okay, definitely check them out. A force to be reckoned with. That was our Business and Buzz segment, brought to you by Revere Securities. You're listening to A Moment of Zen right here on 710 WOR, the voice of New York. That was Jay and Lina Noland. We'll be right back after this.